Hello everybody, my name is Sister Jenny and I'd like to give you some very handy tips on how to wear a mask. The first thing you do before you put on your mask is you must sanitize your hands. So pour some sanitizer, clean very well, clean each finger, and make sure your hands are properly sanitized before you apply your mask. You can also sing happy birthday twice to make sure you've done it long enough. This is your mask. You may have a surgical mask, which they wear in the hospital. You should not be using one of these. This is only for the medical profession. But if you have one of these masks, remember to put it on, get the little wire where it's supposed to be, and tie it around your head. Pull it down here, and then tie it around your head again. Now if you take it off, you only take it off by the straps. You may not touch the front. But for you as a layman, the most important thing is to use a material mask. Now you'll have a look that a material mask has got two sides. This is the back side and this is the front side. If you're lucky enough to have one of these things that holds the mask, you push it in. If you don't, then you just leave it as it is. So make sure you've sanitized your hands before you put on your mask. Put the mask on your face, push it down here if you can, put it around your ears and stretch it like this. If it's uncomfortable, take your fingers inside the mask and make sure that it's comfortable and it's fitting nicely. Don't touch the front of your mask. Make sure the straps are stretched so that it doesn't pull your ears, because you need to have this mask on the whole day unless you're eating. The front of your mask is completely forbidden. Only the very first time you wear it, if you have one of these little things that hold it around your nose, you can do that. But afterwards, if it slips up or down, only your fingers may go into the mask and move it up or down to make it more comfortable. Now, very important, now you need to eat or go to the bathroom. So there's no point taking your mask to the bathroom, and there's no point eating with a mask and sticking a straw through the inside. That is not going to work. Very unhygienic. So you take off the mask with your hands only on your ears. Make sure you put it on a clean piece of paper towel like this, or if you don't have a clean piece of paper towel, you take 2 strips of toilet paper, clean ones, and put the front of your mask, which we call the contaminated side. That means the side that's come into contact with any person. And for this exercise, we expect everyone to be potentially contaminated, so that's why we're wearing a mask in the first place. So we put this mask facing downwards like this. When you pick it up, you don't just grab it and stick it on again and push the front. You take the edges again, you put it on your nose, you put it around your ears. Now we want to fix it. It's all uncomfortable. Stick your fingers on the inside of the mask, push it till it feels comfortable. Push it down, nothing, stretch the ears if they're too tight, and that is your mask. Do not eat with your mask on. Do not buy a mask that's got a zip in the middle for your straw, or any ribbons or holes or bows, or even a mouse face that's got a hole. It must be completely smooth on the outside. The material of your mask must be completely smooth. Like this. This is a clean mask, so I can touch the front. I haven't worn it next to any people yet. But this part of the mask must be completely smooth. If it has a big bunny nose or something funny for children, that sounds very nice, but how are you going to clean it? And every little inch of that mask that you cannot clean is another place where corona can get inside, or the virus can get inside, and you can't clean, and it's putting your child or yourself at risk. So being hygienic with this mask is absolutely crucial. It's no good wearing a mask and making mistakes. Let me show you some common mistakes of wearing a mask. So this is wearing the mask correctly. I'm putting my hand on the inside to check that it's comfortable. Now I walk around, well, not walk around, but I see on TV that people walk around with the mask like this. And they think they're wearing a mask. But if your nose is sticking out, you are not wearing a mask, even though it looks like you're wearing a mask, but you're actually not wearing a mask. There's no point wearing a mask if your nose is not closed, because your nose and your mouth has to be covered by the mask. Otherwise, you might as well wear nothing. Now remember, we are wearing this mask to save your life and everyone else's life around you. And we're obviously wearing this mask when you leave your house. The only time you would wear this mask in your house is if a member of your family is actually sick and doesn't want to come into contact with everyone else in the family who's potentially not sick. So this is a very big no-no, your nose sticking out. Okay, another big no-no is wearing the mask down here. You wear the mask, you go to the toilet, or you're talking to somebody, you're having a TV interview, like I've seen many people having an interview and they think they can just put the mask down there. So let me tell you, this is an absolute no-no, because all you're doing is contaminating yourself again, because you're going to touch this front of the mask and contaminate yourself again. So also don't wear earrings, because as you can see, it doesn't work when you're wearing a mask. So unfortunately, you don't need beautiful lipstick like I'm wearing now, and you do not need earrings. And you must make sure these ears are big enough so that the mask doesn't keep slipping off. Okay, so don't do this and don't do this. This is absolutely ridiculous. You might as well not wear a mask, because immediately you go like this, you're contaminating yourself again. It is better to take off the mask, put it down on a surface with a clean paper towel. Now, look at this paper towel. Just say you don't have a paper towel or toilet paper because you've run out of paper. Hope you won't run out of toilet paper. But this piece of paper is now contaminated by what we're going to call your contaminated mask. So remember, when you want to throw this thing away, take the corner and throw it away and treat it as if it's contaminated. That is very important. Don't grab it, use it now to clean the table, because this piece of toilet paper or paper towel is now contaminated. If you haven't got a piece of paper towel and you use a scarf, you must throw it in the washing, not the washing basket with all your other clothes. You should have a separate bowl, or your sink, your washing sink, or a separate bowl where you throw your mask and your contaminated piece of cloth, if it is material. You throw it into the sink. You throw in your mask when you finish wearing it for the day. Pour on hot water, as hot as you can, and dishwash or jik. And then you wash your hands. You wash your mask in the water, and after you've finished washing it very well 2 or 3 times, preferably with some jik in the water to kill the bacteria or the virus, in this case the virus, hang it in the sun so that it can sterilize. So you make sure the ultraviolet light reaches the front part of your mask, which makes it extra sanitized. So this is just some of my suggestions of how to wear a mask. So my name is Sister Jenny. If you'd like to ask me any questions, you're welcome to phone me. Just Google Sister Jenny. You can even find my cell phone on my website. Thank you.